We start with 1 hour chart. Just want to give a quick update. If we refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned since we get the sharp move, in case the price sharply continue from here, we can have entry above the top. As we can see, the price drop and there was no trade. That's why I mentioned if for me, if I want to look for buy, I prefer to put my entry above the top. If the price continue, maintain the up move, I'm in the trade. If the price drop, at least I'm not in the trade because we mentioned about the possibility of the price turn to a flat. Anyway, the price dropped, but it couldn't retest the previous low, break the previous low. Okay, then we cannot look at this one as a flat. Then how I mean what we are going to look for? Whether this one is still we can turn to a correction for one more drop or still we can look for continuation. In this case, we move to higher time frame. We want to see what we have based on daily chart. As we can see, based on daily chart, the price almost at the top. That's why we want to see if we want, even if we want to see breakout of the previous top, even here, we need to get the big correction. Okay, but right now we cannot confirm because if we move to forward chart, the only thing is, can we expect this one turn to deeper correction relative to this for one more drop, or this is the start of the up move? Mostly, what I can expect is we can get the correction here for drop. Okay, that's why, because already we have this move and this one turns to a correction in relative to this before we get the next move. And if this one turns to a correction, you want how deep it can go with the breakout of the previous low. We can expect the price drop to 1.6 following by 1.39. Okay, but right now we cannot confirm. The only times if this one turns to a deeper correction. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy based on lower time frame, they should have the proper management. Still, we can look for buy, but we should know if this one turned to a deeper correction. Okay, that's why this is what we never want to see. If this is the only correction, we can look. The only question is whether this is the only correction or we can expect this one turn to a deeper move. Okay. Anyway, we based on forward chart, mostly we can expect to get, the as I mentioned, we get the correction here for one more drop. And if I move to 1 hour chart, and right now, if you want to look at the chart, first things, we cannot look at this flat since the price haven't broke the previous low, and we cannot refer to the indicators. The only thing is, technically, we can expect to get one move up, turn to a flat for one more drop. Okay, this is how we can look at the chart. Then what should we do? Whether we should look for buy or sell. Right now we don't have any trade set up. The best thing is, even if I say we should wait for the sharp move flag, we take the trade, we can look for trading this way if we get. But the best thing is if the price can break the previous low, then from there it can give us better confirmation to look for trade. Then how about if the prices start to correct similar to what I draw here? Mostly we can expect the price to drop. That's why right now we cannot look for buy or sell. We don't have any trade set up. May we better wait for another few hours. And even if the price sharply continue from here, the only way is if we get the flag, we take the trade. Having entry above this is not a really good idea. Okay. Now, the only thing is, if we get a correction similar to what I draw here, mostly we can expect to get one more drop, or even we can expect the price to tag the top, we see the flat for one more drop. Because if we get one more drop with the breakout of this, for sure we get the divergence. Then any reversal from there, it can give us better confirmation. At least we have a flat, we have a divergence, it can give us a trade setup. Then it doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here. If it's reverse from here, it depends on the traders and the strategy they use. If they get any trade set up, we need to see the breakout of this and breakout of 215. Okay, that's why I don't want to highlight how we can look for. I don't want to, give a options to look how we look for trade from here because we don't have any confirmation. But even if we get a sharp move flag, we take the trade. We need to see the current continuation as a sharp move and breakout of the 215. And beside that, having entry above this is not a really good idea. Okay. Anyway, the best thing is I'm thinking if this one give us one more drop. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.